I'm Sam Alberts, this is Quilting Curve Studio, and it's time for another Quilters Challenge. This month, we have Kelley from Kelley's Quilts Plus offering up the challenge. Take it away, Kelley.
Hi there, everyone. I am Kelley from the Fraser Valley of British Columbia in Canada. I have a challenge for you. I have been saving up old denim for a while, jeans that don't fit, ripped, etc., and I want to make a project out of them. I have decided what I want to make, and my challenge is for you to do the same. Gather up your old denim or go to the thrift stores, get what you need, make a project of your choice, and have fun. Good luck, everyone!
Denim. I just knew somebody was going to challenge with denim. Now, I've made quite a few denim projects in the past, but most of my denim things are utilitarian, like a quilt for my camper van or a bag for the beach. So this month, I've decided to try something entirely new to me, and that's an art piece. So as I was brainstorming something to make out of denim, I came across this AI image. Isn't that adorable? Now, I am not a fan of AI in art, but this image just kind of sparked something within me, and I felt some inspiration. In case you're new here, I'm a longarm quilter. I am not an art quilter. But this wouldn't be much of a challenge if I didn't try something new. So before I get started, this is an experiment. It's not a how-to video whatsoever. But I would like to hear from all of the art quilters out there. Sound off in the comments and feel free to make fun of me as much as you'd like. So using this image as inspiration, I decided to just do like the calf's head. So I drew up my own little sketch. And this is what I came up with. I think it's pretty cute. I like the size of it. It could be a nice wall hanging or maybe a pillow or something. If it comes out okay, it's a cow. Okay, it's a cow because it's got horns. It's not a calf. It looks like a calf, but it's a cow. Do the calves have horns? I don't think they do. Okay, it's a cow. It's a bull? I then used my image here of this cow to cut out the basic shapes, like the horns, the head, the nose, mouth, and obviously these adorable little eyes. So here are the eyes. It's funny. So I just made these by fusing circles on top of each other. I'm kind of concerned because I think I used a fairly heavyweight fusible. They're kind of like cardboard, but good thing I got a long arm machine. So those are the eyes. Let's go down to my ironing board and I'll show you how I plan to assemble this. Okay, so here are all the pieces that I've got prepared. Now, I haven't done a single lick of research on this, so I'm just kind of winging this. This is not an instructional video. I did not use fusible on the back of any of these denim pieces. I used freezer paper to cut these out instead, but there is fusible on the back of the fabric pieces. So this fabric and the nose and face. Okay, so, and then I am working on my ironing board, and this is my background fabric. So what I was thinking is maybe using some glue and my iron just to hold everything in place. And my plan is to kind of get everything situated and stitch everything down on my long arm a little bit later, probably using some kind of fusible. Again, I'm just making this up, so don't hold it against me. But here's my denim. But here's my piece of denim, and this is the head or face of the cow. So these are what I've kind of cut out for the horns. It's my kind of idea here. So I'm going to tuck those sort of behind the head. And then these are the ear pieces that I've got. And then these little pink pieces are kind of supposed to be like, you know, those little bits of ear. Like the inside, like in the picture. Again, I just used that AI picture kind of like a, you know, inspiration as a guide. I'm not following it perfectly. I haven't looked at it for a while now. Just for my initial sketch. Okay, so that's how I'm planning to do that. And then this is the face. So I kind of want to have this lip like way down here. Or mustache, no. It's not a mustache. It's supposed to go
kind of like right there. Okay, and then there's the nose. It's supposed to go here. And then the eyes are supposed to go here. So there's a cow. But here's what I was playing around with this whole thing, and I was thinking, what if I took the eyes and moved them like here? Is that like kind of cuter? Like, is that a little bit more derpy? I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. So then what I've done is I've taken my fancy pants scissors that I got for Christmas, and I cut up a whole bunch of strips of denim. And so my idea is just to kind of like layer and glue these on all around the head here, and then take it over to the long arm and attach everything, you know, like stitch it all down. So that's kind of my idea. Do you think it's going to work? I really want this to work. But I think I'm going to have to sort of remove the eyes, layer everything down, kind of cut a whole bunch of smaller pieces to maybe go around the face and stuff, and then fuse it all down. So let's cue the time lapse. Okay, so I've kind of added in a couple little extra pieces of hair, but I've decided to call it quits. You know, sometimes you just gotta stop. I feel like I could fiddle around with this forever. Now, I did use that glue stick to glue everything down, and I'll be honest, I'm pretty impressed at how well everything's sitting. So I think that instead of using a stabilizer, I'm just gonna move this straight to the long arm. Let's go stitch this all down.
Okay, so it took me a couple of minutes to really figure out how these pieces of denim were going to stitch. And I'll be honest here, I started to regret not using a wash-away stabilizer. But after a bit, I got into a groove and started to get more comfortable. I'm not really going for neat and tidy here. And I'm also not an art quilter. But this denim cow, calf, bull, actually, it's probably a heifer or a steer. I am unfamiliar with Highland cattle. Anyhow, once I relaxed a bit, this process went faster and got easier. With all of the new things that I'm trying, I decided for the background fill, I wanted to keep it to something that I knew how to do. So I did some concentric blunt swirls, some concentric circles, some pebbles, and even a swirl chain. If you're new here and you want to see these designs stitched out a lot slower, make sure to go check out the other videos on my channel. I've got a ton of real-time quilting there. I absolutely adore how this project came together. Honestly still don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm still thinking maybe a pillow, but I think I'll probably just hang it on my wall for a while. It's just a happy little heifer. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to let me know what you think of my first art quilt in the comments. I'm thinking of making this into a class. Let me know if this is something you want to make. And check out the other YouTubers to see what they made out of their denim.